man, I'm not in the mood for this shit. I really am not. I've got fucking work. I'm late.
Do you want to hear this or not?
I'm sure it's some craptastic fucking farce, just like they did with the journalist at Channel 6.
No, George.
Emailing me pretending to be Mark Holmberg.
This is really...
I just the craptastic shit they did with that.
This is really Chris Hansen. Listen.
Well, then he's going to really be sued then if that's the case.
George Alexander Yered.
That's not him.
Sounds so familiar. Maybe because your screen name is Gorgeous George Show Rules, okay? Why don't you throw a 69 in there, Georgie? Chris Hansen here.
That's not fucking crap. Get that off the goddamn screen. I'm not stupid, man.
Okay, when you see his face on Yared Wars, then you don't have to listen to it. But his face is there too.
Well, if his face is there, he's going to subject himself to a lawsuit that he doesn't know, a person he doesn't even fucking know. What about Dan Harmon, Will Markland's buddy there, who's a pedo?
George,
what about him?
Listen.
Dan Harmon that Will Markland knows, who's a fucking pedophile.
George, listen.
What about his other people that he knows?
Listen.
George, I'm going to need you to have a seat right over there. I've been going through the transcripts. I see something about a girl named Jamie. You in the minivan?
You know what, man? I'm not listening to that shit.
George.
I'm not listening to that garbage, that shit, man. You're pissing me off right now.
It's really Chris Hansen.
I don't give a fuck if it's Jesus Christ or Santa Claus.
Why are you upset with me?
I don't want to hear that shit. You know it's going to piss me off.
I didn't do it. I'm not Chris Hansen.
All right. Well, you know, okay, fine. You didn't do it. I don't want.
I'm not Chris Hansen. I'm not in Hollywood. George, he says Will Markland's name in the video.
Okay, well, Will Markland seems like he's stupid, and he's going to get another lawsuit. And whether I use your help or not use your help, Will Markland is crying to be sued again.
Why are you going to sue him?
And Will Markland will be sued because he's fucking pissing me off. Is what he's doing. That motherfucker's on there pissing me off, sending letters to the Dirt Woman creator, calling me a homophobe and all this other bullshit, trying to ruin my reputation and trying to fucking get his hands involved. I saw his email. I saw the post that he made to Jerry. Told him I was a homophobe and I shouldn't have been omit that scene of me, the 4 scenes of me on that video. Well, guess what? He's not going to do it because he knows better.
George.
Fuck him.
George, listen to this.
Fuck him. I'm not listening to shit.
It's really Chris fucking Hansen.
I don't give a Jesus Christ or Santa Claus.
He talks about Jamie. He talks about the minivan. He says your full name. He says George Alexander Yered.
Okay, well, Will Markland it's going to be a fucking lawsuit. I don't want to listen to it.
Listen to this.
Will Markland is going to be sued here pretty soon. I don't want to listen to this shit. Because I know Will Markland created it. Will Markland fucking made it up.
It's really Chris Hansen. He's
well, I bet you if I make a phone call to his agent, he'll deny it.
I don't think he will. It's a video with him sitting in his chair.
Well, then I'm sure they enhance the words and change the words.
Listen to it before you tell me what it says. I
don't want to listen to it because I know it's a bunch of horse shit.
This is really Chris Hansen.
Why would this man attack someone he doesn't even fucking know?
Listen.
If this man he's an entertainer. Why would he attack somebody that he has no idea about? Because of Will Markland? Well, Will Markland's gonna get sued. Will Markland is gonna get sued pretty goddamn soon.
Listen.
I don't want to listen.
Just listen. I'd send you the.
I don't want to listen because it's making me angry right now.
Just calm down and listen.
I don't want to listen to it.
George Alexander Yered. What does that mean?
Do not want to listen to this shit.
Maybe because your screen name is Gorgeous George Show Rules, okay? Why don't you just throw a 69 in there, Georgie? Chris Hansen here of Hansen vs. Predators to catch a predator and have a seat with Chris Hansen. George, I'm going to need you to have a seat right over there. I've been going through the transcripts. I see something about a girl named Jamie.
Shut up! I'm hanging up the phone.
Why are you?
I've been going through.
Told a few things that that they're going to look at, they're going to double check and make sure, but they know that basically that he has zero credibility because they fired him.
What do you mean they fired him? George, you fired him because he committed
fired. He's not on there anymore.
The show's not on there anymore. He's working from it now.
It's been fired. He was fired from the TV show. So, whatever.
George, this is Chris Hansen talking about Jamie, talking about the van, saying he's coming for you.
Oh, and I'm shaking in my fucking boots. Bring it. I'm going to worry about some old fucking wrinkledy-ass old fucking man that's going to... I say bring it. Because, I'll spit in his goddamn face and smile. I'll spit in his motherfucking face. I'm not playing... Look, this is what you're doing. You know full well what you're doing because you're in conversation with them and you just want to... And as far as I know, I'm a goddamn fool for talking to you because you're probably recording this conversation. You're probably recording the 10 conversations that we had recently to build up the 2020 season of that shit, giving him revenue off of me. Come on, come clean. Come clean.
George, I am your friend.
You have a short memory. You have a short memory of things. You can say you're sorry and sorry and sorry till the cows come home. But the facts are what they are.
George,
you are still in conversation with these people. You're still talking to them, and you are giving them material by these conversations.
George,
I
sit on Discord reading all of what they say, doing shit you can't do because you're too bothered to do it over your court case. You can't be bothered, George.
I am not in the right. I am got so many things coming at me, and I have to deal with a possible not having a fucking vehicle, which means I'll be fucking walking. So I'm not too happy. I am on the phone with attorneys. I've been on the phone with fucking the insurance company, body shops. Okay. So I have got a lot on my head right now because because the sheer reality is in 3 weeks I'm going to be fucked.
George, I'm just trying to collect the evidence like we talked about, and you're talking to me.
Okay. All right, but excuse me if I revert back to memory to what happened. Yes, I'm sorry. Well, hell, sorry is good, but
that's what Nelson Mandela said.
But it does not stop the fact that the damage has been done, and you have done the damage, and you reverted to in communication with them. That does not change. So I have to ask myself one question. Why am I talking to you? Why am I allowing this to happen again?
George,
I hear what you're saying, but I've got to be out of my fucking mind.
Well, George, you recorded a conversation with 2 hours of Kristen calling me a predator.
I was part of that conversation. I was part of that conversation, but I did not record it. Kristen recorded it.
Now, Will Markland is teamed up with Chris Hansen. Can you imagine it? How many other celebrities are going to start trolling? Chris Hansen's a real celebrity.
This is a bunch of shit. It's a bunch of shit to pretty much slur my name and put more fucking bullshit about my name on Google. Okay? So I will contend with it. I am well aware of what they're trying to do. They're trying to get me to come out.
So you're not going to. So yet again, you're not going to do anything. You're going to let.
No, I didn't. No, did I say that? I'm going to contend with it, but I'm going to do it in my own way. I'm not. Believe me, I am not. See, this is what the son of a bitch is doing. The son of a bitch knows that I am, in my situation, and he's doing what he's doing. He thinks that he can go on and keep the shit up.
He said, the video.
He's going to be in for a rude awakening. He's going to be in for a rude awakening.
In the video, he says that Marty McFly and Will Markland sent him after.
Well,
he says that he's going to be seeing you on YouTube.
That's a bunch of stupidness. They're going to call that a parody bullshit. So when they go to court, they'll probably say, "Oh, that's parody." No, that's not fucking parody. You're mentioning somebody's name. You're mentioning names of people you don't know. So that's what's going to probably end up happening when he gets his horse, when the collar gets on his face, when he gets into court. Oh, well, that's just parody. That's just parody. No, that's not parody. That's attacking somebody and using false claims about somebody and about what they, and using names of people that are not around anymore. That's bullshit. Okay? Now, believe me.
Well, George, you can hand scribble a court document begging the judge for a restraining order, or you can let me help you. But right now, this is some serious shit. This is defamation. This is
beyond that. It's criminal.
Defamation.
It's fucking criminal. What it is.
Chris Hansen made a video about you.
I see it. I don't know who he is. I mean, I know of him, but I've never sat down to watch any of that.
He catches predators, sexual predators. That's why he said Jamie.
Listen, this is just a bunch of fucking smoke and mirrors. This is just a vaudeville act. It's a vaudeville act to get me to react. And I'm not going for it. Yes, my name is all over there. And for that,
George,
sure, that son of a bitch is going to get attacked. That son of a bitch is going to be sued again. And that is Will Markland. Will Markland is going to get it. Will Markland is going to be sued. And if I see him, I'm going to have the luxury of pounding him. I will pound his skull in. I will pound his fucking skull in. He's obviously stupid. He's obviously fucking stupid and he's asking for it. He wants it. He ain't asking for it. He fucking wants it. Well, he's going to get it. He's going to fucking get it. And he's going to get it in ways he's not going to like.
George, does it not concern you that more and more people are getting connected with this? They've got Chris fucking Hansen. Everyone knows his name, even Bruce Willis.
He's washed up, has been, that was fired. Fuck him. Has been. Washed up, fired from NBC. Put that on his resume. Put that on the resume.
I don't know. Everybody seems to like him.
All right. What are you trying to do right now?
I'm trying to get you to see the seriousness of this, and all you're concerned about is being trolled. There's money here now. Chris Hansen's got some money. Do you see that nice house and suit? That was Chris Hansen's home.
Look, I'll tell you what. I've got to check out here and do something and whatnot.
George, I'm trying to get you to focus and actually start dealing with this legal matter rather than ignoring it and letting them just continue to just troll you. Who's going to make a video next, George? Will Markland's in Hollywood with these people.
No, but Will Markland is, one thing I can assure you, Will Markland is going to get sued again. That, rest assured. Will Markland is going to get sued. He's going to get sued once again. That you can tell him that via text. You can tell him that through smokescreen via text, or tell him through the whatever. He's getting sued. He is going to get sued. He's getting sued again. He will get sued again. And I'm bringing that fucking foreigner in there also.
Look, on the YouTube, on the Facebook, Carl Jenkins said, "Good job. We know some people in Hollywood who can help out." Will Markland said, "It is true about Hollywood. It's not what you know, but who you know." I mean, George, he's defaming you, and you're just going to let it go down.
Listen to me. But how do I know? See, you even said this before to me that you like the drama, and you did one side, you did one paper, and then you did the other person's paper, and then it was a challenge for you to go ahead and do another paper going against it to see if you could beat yourself. That's how fucking sick. That's how mentally. Oh, well, I did your papers, then I did their papers, and it was a thrill for me to see if I could beat myself. then I'll do your papers and to see if I can challenge myself, if I can beat myself. That's mental illness right there. So how do I not know? Okay, granted, you sound forthright right now, but how do I know somewhere down the line then you decide to flip again, and then you go ahead and, oh, well, we got this. Well, let me go ahead and do this. I mean, you know, that's it. I mean, I do not have a way to know. I mean, right now you might be legitimate. How do I know somewhere down the road you don't fucking go ahead and do this again and fucking flip again?
George, I'm not the one who can't do anything because my name is all over the internet being called every name under the sun. You're on the street, you lost
I don't
your
have a criminal record. I don't have records. The only thing I have are a couple of assault and battery charges and a few traffic violations. But I have not had even a traffic violation being guilty of in the past 16 years. So my record is clean. I could get any. I mean, my record, as far as, you know, his criminal record, I don't have a criminal record. I have
but you do have
assault and battery charges back in the 90s and a couple moving violations, a few moving violations. That's it.
But
I don't have charges on my record, so that right there speaks volumes.
But you do have 300 pages on Google all about you being a sex offender, rapist, and bankrupt.
That is a bunch of falsehood, and that son of a that fuzzy foreigner is going to get sued. Don't think he isn't.
Oh,
I am not in the mind. That fuzzy foreigner is going to get sued, and he's going to be brought to the States, whether he's been here or not. And I'm going to have to get an address from him, get an address, a physical address. You know, yeah, Markland's going to get his also too, and I'm not putting his with his. Markland will get another one at his address.
He can't do that, Joe.
And this son of a bitch will get one at his address.
But you can't do that.
Why can I not do that? That makes sense. That makes the most sense.
Because you can't do what it's called judicial estoppel. You can't file two cases at the same time. George, you need to do something about this, and I've given you every opportunity.
I am going after all three of them. All three of them I'm going after. Yes, I can. I did it before. I had Markland, Brennan, and you two. So what are you talking about?
They were all the same.
I sued YouTube too. I sued Brendan and Markland and YouTube.
Didn't you hear Chris Hansen say he was going to be seeing you on YouTube? Chris Hansen's coming. Will Markland has got him convinced he can start a new show over you and Jamie.
Okay. Well, that's not going to.
That's what he said.
He will be sued.
When?
He will be sued, pretty much.
When?
What I'm saying. He will be.
When?
Listen to me. That's all it's about. See? That's all it's about. Is to get a reaction out of me, to get me to react. To get me to go off the deep end. Make me do something, make me go off the deep end. That's fine. That's okay. Because something's going to go down. Something's going to happen. Something's going to go down. All three of them. All three of them.
George, you got to understand. My goal is to help you.
Where was that goal 3 years ago?
George, I may have made some mistakes, but Chris Hansen didn't say I raped Jamie on television like he did you. And you need to do something about it.
Let me tell you something. You're trying as well as
that. Yeah, because I'm telling you the truth. Every time I tell you the truth.
I don't like that. There is something that's not right with that. I don't know who this man is. I've never watched his show. Okay? But something is not right with that situation. Now, even beyond that, let's say that if it's true, he's opening himself up to something. Why would anybody in their right fucking mind open themselves up to a potential lawsuit? Can you explain that to me?
Because he doesn't care. He's got a story. He's allowed to have a story.
His story is filled with horseshit and fucking phantom fucking lies, phantom stories. Horseshit on top of manure and lies, filled with more lies, filled with more prefabricated stories. Okay? So I'm not going to be suckered into this shit. I'm not going to get myself suckered into this bullshit again.
How are you getting suckered in when
because you want a reaction, and now you're getting a reaction.
I want a reaction.
You want a reaction, and that's what they get. They want a reaction from me.
George,
that's what they want.
And they got one. They got one. They've already got 59 views calling and laughing at your ass. They got a reaction from the general public, mocking the shit out of you. He said your full name, George Alexander Yerrick. There's no question he's talking about you.
Well, I don't go by Alexander. I go by George Yerrick. It's my father's name. I'll use it for birth. For the birth is Alexander, but I don't necessarily go by Alexander.
Well, George, if he said Michael Jonathan Saunders, he would be talking about me. I don't go by Jonathan.
Okay, well, let's believe that there will be something done about that. If I can prove it, if I can prove that's him.
It's clearly him. He says it's him. He lists all his shows.
I will fucking sue him. And he will be brought to Virginia.
I know, George, because he's going to come to Virginia just like before.
Oh, you think that's funny, don't you?
Because, George, I'm just trying. You want to make me the bad guy here, but I'm not.
Your track record is not good. You know that, don't you?
Well,
your previous record is not good. So you tell me that it's all good, and you're on a board, and you're ready to fire. You're ready to make it happen. And I hear it, but I remember second time when you had Kristen and I on the phone, the second time around, and you
I don't know anything about Kristen. I don't give a shit about her. Why do you keep bringing her up to me? She's not my bestie. She's your bestie.
I remember, though, that when we were all on the phone and you said, hey, man, you know, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I fucked up. I want to make it good with you and all that in so many words. So the second time around, I said, fine. And then you did it again. You did the same thing over again.
Maybe third time's a charm. I don't know.
I must have stupid on my forehead.
No.
Even to let you do this, I must be the most stupidest person on the face of the earth. I must have stupid on my forehead.
You have predator on your forehead, according to Chris Hansen. Now, you go do something about it or continue to bicker.
This is all what they want. They want another lawsuit. And they've went to all ends of the earth to get it. This is what they want, and they've gone to all ends of the earth by putting in somebody to get it. They want a lawsuit. It's what they want. Well, they got it.
George, when someone
they got it.
Someone looks up,
they got it.
Then let's do it.
They got it.
I mean, goddamn, man, they got Chris Hansen calling you a predator on national television.
It's not national television. It's just a video.
George, it's going to be way up there.
Okay, it's a video. Okay. Let me ask you a question. Be real. Have you talked to Marty?
Listen to this shit.
I don't want to listen to it. I heard it one time. Only one time only. Have you talked to Marty in the past few weeks?
No.
Have you talked to Markland in the past few weeks?
I've never had a telephone call with Will Markland except with you in the room.
When was the last time you talked to them?
Well, I don't know.
Take a guess. When was the last time you spoke to either of them?
No, it was last winter.
Christmas?
After the case of all cases.
No, man. You were talking to them when you went to the library and all that bullshit. When you recorded and took pictures.
No, George, I was not.
When you went to the library, you took pictures of me asking me if I might have a diabetic seizure or a diabetic shock. You remember that shit?
No, George, they took that from my Facebook and uploaded it. We could be Facebook friends if you weren't such a dick.
I'm not. No, you gave them those videos, so you were in contact with them this past winter. Back in November. This past winter, you were in contact with them in November. So,
George, you're making me out to be the enemy when I'm not.
What I'm trying to say to you is, in November, you were in dialogue with them.
No, George, I was not in dialogue with them.
You were talking to them in
my
November.
own video.
Okay, well,
they
got your video. They got your video. Explain that.
Same way they got all of yours. They downloaded off my Facebook.
Why did you even put that shit up on Facebook?
So my friend wouldn't get in trouble at the library over your foolishness.
What are you talking about?
George, I've known him for a long time.
That's beside the point. He was working on duty.
That's right. I didn't want him to get in trouble over your foolishness.
So why would you post any of that? He's not going to get in trouble. So why would you post that? He was hardly even in the video.
Yeah, but he's the one who made me leave, and it was public, so I had to say something. George, I have a business.
You left, but nobody saw that.
I didn't leave. I went upstairs and sat down.
No, you left because you weren't there. Because I had walked out of the building and I came back in. After you had left downstairs, I walked out to make sure that you had left, and then I came back in the building.
But I didn't leave.
What's that?
I didn't leave. I stayed there and listened on my radio.
Listen to what?
The police interaction with you.
What are you talking about?
How you told the police I was a sodomite and the worst thing you could ever imagine? I was the worst thing you could imagine when you needed me the other day. I came running.
Listen very carefully. Your intentions were to record the show, and I was not going to let you do that. You were going to try to record the show for them, and I was not going to let you do that. We had to go as far as taking it off the damn screen.
And that was my fault.
Well, that other fucker recorded the show. You got it off the damn screen. But I was determined they weren't going to get another show off the damn screen. And they did not get another show off that screen.
So basically you're doing the show for nothing. You're just keeping it in the closet, hanging out with the ukulele man and them. Why are you letting these people control your every existence?
They're not controlling anything.
Everything.
No, those videos haven't been posted because I lost the set. So I'm extremely pissed off. Those videos in question were lost.
When someone types in your name into Google, the first thing that comes up, Chris Hansen exposes Richmond, Virginia bankrupt celebrity George Garrett.
Okay. Well, that's going to be removed. You know how I'm going to do it? Well, no, I'm not going to tell you how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it in such a way that they're not going to even realize. I'll give you a hint. George,
it's already got 69 views, and it's been up for less than 30 minutes.
They're trolls. Anybody looking at that are trolls.
George, the last video got 3,000. Everybody's a troll?
Listen carefully. That shit's coming down. All of it's coming down. Because I'm going to subpoena. We've already subpoenaed YouTube.
I'm sure they've responded.
Well, they're going to respond because I'll get them right back. I'll get them right back in the damn courtroom as well. Hold on.
You got to
do this. I'm being sent this shit right now. The guy in Germany, a friend in Germany, is sending me this shit right now. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to be. Yeah, he's going to be sued.
Why? What happened?
He's going to be sued. Look, I got to turn the truck in, so I got to go. I'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye, George.